Now, Darren and Heather Stewart own Macon Tracks, a business that builds BMX bike tracks around the country. Now, their early sales leads are usually followed up by phone and email. So Kieran McGuigan sat down with them to show them the best technique to follow up.
You have a strategy around continually getting to voicemail or people not answering emails. How long do you persist with that, or is there another way to deal with it?
Yeah, well, the voicemail, or what's commonly known as voice jail, can be a real problem for a lot of sales strategies. However, the challenging thing is, or the great opportunity is, that voicemail is a fantastic opportunity to reach prospects, because it allows you to leave a message and they call you back. The question is more about technique. What messages do we need to leave with our prospects so that they want to call you back? So there's a couple of generic tips that I want to leave you with, particularly with voicemail. And one is, don't sell on voicemail. Don't introduce yourself giving war and peace about your company, who you are, what you do, who you've worked for. It is not a pitch. The whole purpose of voicemail is for them to listen and call you back. So you need to change the tone of your voice. A lot of salespeople, when they leave voicemail, sound like 10-year-olds knocking on the neighbour's door saying if Johnny can come out to play. You know, hi, we've got a new bike. We're really excited about it. That's not the way to play it. With voicemail, you need to sound as if you're the local sergeant from the police station ringing up. You know, change the timbre of your voice. You know, sound slow, paceful. Don't pitch everything. Leave them your name and leave them your number. Hi, it's Kieran McGuigan calling. My number's 0404 852 347. Can you call me back when you get an opportunity regarding this? The regarding element's really important. Okay, it could be regarding the safety of some of the equipment in your area. It could be regarding this. So when they call you back, that's the opportunity then to have the conversation. Email is a really sensitive subject for a lot of people, particularly if it's unsolicited. I encourage you to do the same thing. If you're sending an email to someone that you haven't met or haven't spoken to before, you do need to excuse yourself and say, look, I'm sorry about sending this email. We haven't spoken before, but I thought this was the best way to move forward. You have to do it one-on-one. And it has to, if it comes across as being part of some sort of bulk email, not only will you be listed against various spam filters, etc., but you're actually doing the reverse of what you want to achieve. Now, that can take a little bit of time. So what I'd encourage you to do is to have, if you use Outlook or any sort of contact management system, you can create generic signatures in there. Okay? Part of your signature should be probably about 80% of the email. So you just need to personalize it top and bottom and change a few things, and then you can start sending. And have 5 or 6 different flavors of it so that you can hit a button quite quickly and zap it out. It'll still come across as being personal, but at the same time, it'll reduce your workload.
But Darren and Heather believe they need in-house sales help to grow the business, and they want to know when's the best time to hire a salesperson.
At which point do we start thinking about employing someone to assist me with this?
Okay, it's a great question, and it's a question that troubles a lot of businesses. Often they'll go out and employ salespeople too early in the process or too late. Picking that right moment is important. I would encourage you to start looking at the ads that are in the marketplace now for salespeople in your industry set or market and work in this space. Understand what sort of salary expectations they would have, what type of experience that you would need. And this may be 6 months to a year before you actually need to employ them. But from a budgeting and a planning point of view, you need to understand that if you're going to take on, say, an $80,000, $100,000 salesperson, you're going to need to budget for them not to make any money for you for about maybe 3 to 5 months. You also have to be able to deal with the consequences to them not performing. Let's say you employ someone for 3 months and you have to sack them or let them go. Well, that's 3 months of salary, of hard dollars that you've earned that have brought zero back, and you've got the distinct possibility of having to hire someone else for another 3 months before they make it. So hiring a salesperson who doesn't perform can break your business. It's a really important decision. So first of all, before you hire anyone, okay, you need to own the system. Salespeople and recruiting salespeople is a little bit like herding cats. When they all come on board, the chances are very high that they want to do what they want to do because of where they came from. They know how to do it. Salespeople are naturally independent. However, they need to work in your system. So that means you need to own it. And you have to say, I know you've got lots of experience, I know you've done all this before, but for the next 5 weeks, I just want you to do this every day in this way. So sometimes it can be an advantage to recruit someone quite junior, who's got potential, who can grow into your system, rather than trying to renovate someone else's system. So plan early. Obviously bringing people on sooner rather than later can be a good thing if there's a robust system to support them.
After the break, finding the low-hanging sales in your own backyard.